I've obviously been subscribed to Arif, Ben, and Tom for years, but Matt's kind of the newest one I found, and he's just very chill and cool. At this rate, Connor Sport will be racking up grid penalties quicker than points, right? Don't be so negative. Give them a chance. It's their first season, set off a new set of new ranks. It wasn't built in a day. To be fair, yeah. You know, new car with brand new regs probably wasn't the best move, but I can see what they did, because I said that in the Audi pre-season shakedown. I said, in some regard though, it is a good time to enter right now, because the form book is completely out of the window. Although it didn't really prove to be the case, as Max Verstappen proved. Anyway, I digress. This is F1 we're talking about here, not after a history lesson. It's simple. Be reliable and pay the prices. Pick on Motorsport. Yeah, I mean, the way Haas did in the first place in 2016 would probably kind of back that up. Completely robbed again. I know, right? Let's see Ferrari leading races again. Looks right. What year are you watching? I suppose at that point Ferrari were pretty much the favourites of the title at that point. It's the only thing keeping Scornsport together right now. What a legend. I don't know about that. Whose idea was those American football helmets on the for the podium? Superb main race in Miami. Look forward to Canada for years to come. For Coulthard, awesome. Don't jump in the pool. Jack Conn looking stressed on a pit bull is becoming a common sight. Can someone put together a montage give, please? I'll be held together with duct tape. It's going to be interesting. A generic P for 20 Davidson. So Davidoff Butler, so this is Devin's dad, I assume. To all the Connor Sport, I appreciate this group is this is a group message. Believe me when I say I'm talking to each and every one individually. Makes sense. Couldn't be proud of what we achieved so far. To come from nothing to build such a strong and passionate foundation is nothing short of remarkable. Now let's get to some serious points and show what the world will be capable of. So he really believes in the project and what he's doing, I guess, and what he's investing in. Appreciate how hard everyone is working. We're getting so much right now. We're getting so much right, and I can also understand how infuriating it can be for everyone. Oh, it's sarcasm. But the problem persists and simply won't go away. Rest assured, both myself and the management, our team, are acutely aware of the continuing issues with the car, and will be enhancing a plan to address them all as quickly as possible, getting the car up to the optimal performance. And I could not read today. Alleviating everyone's stress levels in the process, is our top priority. I'll be in touch with each department separately so we can formulate a unified strategy, and we'll get there. Thank you again for your patience and all hard work. He's awesome. Okay. Cosworth's maiden season continues to be marred by inconsistency, but team principal Andrea O'Connor remains hopeful that their luck will start to change as the paddock heads to Montreal. So they really went into they're saying that Connor Sport was like a motor racing brand or a brand of some kind. So, yeah. Oh. Well, you're the boss. Throughout the course of Breaking Point 2, you'll not only control the drivers, but also Connor Sport's team principal. So it pretty much is my team, isn't it? Data Center Andrea may have to make difficult decisions over a range of topics and department events. You choose how to respond to these events will have a direct effect on many things such as your performance and reputation. They may even affect bonus objectives for upcoming races.
Hey boss, got a couple of minutes?
So with this being their home circuit, Stroll and Latifi have been all over local media this weekend. Makes sense. One particular outlet appeared bent on using our recent struggles to pump up expectations for the home drivers. They indicated that Connor Sport were easy fodder for the Canadian pair, and our drivers shouldn't put up much of a competition. You do know this is Stroll and Latifi we're talking about. You know, the Aston Martin and the Williams cars are an absolute boats in 21. Yeah, or 22 rather. 21. So, fodder will show them who's fodder. I won't be drawn into this. We have our goals and we know what level of performance we can expect from our drivers. I'm confident we can do it. You know, with the AI not being as powerful and Stroll and Latifi being almost confined to the back. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be too hard. Devon was on a popular streamer's channel earlier this week and promised a behind-the-scenes tour of our factory for next Thursday. Why? Well, yeah. This clashes with our scheduled team building days for the engineers back at the factory. Normally I would say we don't let Devon's flights or fancy interfere with our plans, but the video has received a lot of views. The streamer has contacted us to confirm the tour, so what course of action would you like to take? I had to reschedule a team meeting but let the tour go ahead. We can't put toothpaste back in the tube now. Cancel the team meeting and let the driver's tour go ahead, but Devon is getting in front of the camera and leading the tour. He promises he delivers. Right? Devon doesn't run this team, even if he thinks he does. The team building goes ahead, cancel the tour. I think we'll give Devon some leeway. We'll have to give Devon some leeway. His dad owns the team, so naturally you'll have to confirm it and do whatever. But I think we're going to go neutral here. We're not going to... You know, he's if he wants to do it, he can the one do the legwork. Yeah. Yeah. He promises he delivers it. Yeah, that's his problem. So local media. Devon's overpromise is now down. So performance is already in the mud, as Ben would say. Though Canada, let us not forget, is a history of proud... Oh God.
Andreo! Going over those last-minute strategy changes you sent over.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make it clear, whatever happens out there today, I get pit priority, yeah?
Well, we'll see how the race develops, see? If you need priority, you'll get it. But I can't go into the race with that on the table.
Look. We all know Jackson's not pulling his weight. And points...
He can't pull his weight if he can't finish, dude.
Devon, we've talked about this. Give Aiden some space. It's not about you getting in the way of each other. It's about everyone pulling together, racing as a team.
Of course, yeah. So, hit priority, yeah? Alright, ciao.
What a dick. Oh, he'll never change, will he? It's not just about the plan. Two of Canada's sons lined up on the grid today, looking for a points finish. Good luck with that. All better to make that passionate crowd go wild. Good luck with that. I'm just saying. Needless to do in Lance Stroll, Montreal natives, though Latifi moved to Toronto when he was 6 years old. Stroll, however, has made his own grandstand name after him. Why? What has he done to earn that? What? With Max Verstappen getting grandstands, everyone can understand, but Stroll? To be fair, I've said this before. I think Stroll is better than people give him credit for. He's getting in the mud by Alonso, obviously, but no, it's Alonso. You know, Stroll is already in the deep end with that. Everyone's like, oh, he's getting put in the mud by Alonso. Of course he is. Alonso is clearly better. He's a double world champion. It's kind of like the bare minimum for Alonso to do. It's nothing special. It's the bare minimum. No disrespect to Alonso at all. No disrespect to him, but I think it's kind of like the bare minimum. I think he's supposed to beat Stroll. I think that's the point. I think there was a tweet that Lawrence is wanting to guarantee a double podium. I was like, well, good luck with that, because Stroll's not really anywhere near Alonso at the moment. So, yeah. And no doubt the fans will occupy it this weekend will be cheering for him ferociously. Not really. I mean, we've been to Canada like last year. I didn't see a bunch of Stroll fans or Latifi fans out in the stands. Most of them were Max fans for the Max Legion. So, I'm not sure what that person's writing about. Is it Faber? I'm not sure what Sophie Jansen is talking about there, because I haven't seen spit. All I see when we go to anywhere bar Silverstone is just a legion of Max fans sitting there. That's why I call it the Max Legion. We talked to every sporting competitor, and they'll tell you it's not just about the physical, it's the mental elements that make the difference between triumph and disaster. I wish they would start these off better. It's kind of like they start in the middle of a paragraph, unless they just do this. Maybe they do all link together, actually. So spare thought then for our 22 drivers today, facing the physical challenges of the Wall of Champions, the barrier at the final turn of the circuit. A list of drivers have made a session-ending skirmish in what, with it, reads a who's who of Formula 1, with Sainz, Hill, Schumacher, Villeneuve, Button, Vettel and Kobayashi. I don't know why Sainz and Kobayashi are there, because they're not champions. Well, Sainz' dad is rally champion, I guess. But Kobayashi, not so much. So Andrea O'Connor. And we got to sit down with the man that made it all a reality, the owner and team principal of Connor Sport, Andrea O'Connor. The first thing you'll notice when meeting Andrea is an immediate passion for the sport. A real surprise considering that the Connor Sport brand initially established itself in the world of tennis. What? Of all places, tennis. That is not what I was expecting. Our love for F1 was the one thing that I shared with my father, so it's a logical step. He's nearly 90 now. He's more excited than I am. Aww. This Western dynamic seems to run through the very DNA of Connor Sport, especially with considering who their primary investor is. Without has any bearing on the deals that must have gone into place to make the team a reality. Makes sense? But even top teams such as Mercedes struggling with their own vehicles so far in the 22 season. Again, they've started mid-paragraph. It's no surprise then that a less experienced team such as Connor Sport is also facing up to the challenges of the car that simply won't perform. It's clearly an issue, and you only need to look on the race footage to see that. Yet with a management team that's staying firmly tight-lipped on the matter, admitting there is a problem, but avoiding any mention of specifics, we're left to wonder just how far the drivers will even hope of finding form in the arguably substandard car. There's new kids on the block, however, and we're sure that time will tell if they've really got what it takes to perform. Connor Sport have played a blinder pairing Butler and Jackson. What? Of course, obviously the sponsor, right? Butler Global, get it. But what else is there that Butler did that really makes any sense? He crashed into Casper Ackman in the last race. He clearly is accident prone, sort of. Well, I guess he's not that bad, but yeah, well, he probably is because he's weaving around the fucking track in 2019, if you remember. So he's not got the greatest racecraft in the world. Let's be fair. Solid in practice session. Let's hope the car holds up. Don't bet on it. It's a brick on wheels. Butler's got a handle on it. Jackson's the problem. Can't drive for toffee that one. He was in the. We were at the points before the car broke down. You absolute arsehole. What team were you watching? What race in Miami were you watching? And Leclerc carries down performance through to Q3 in today's race. Okay, so they're factoring that in. How do I get that winning smile? Well, good genes helps. I brush every. Oh my god, I don't even care. No comment on anything Butler has to say. They're moving across for constable symmetries. Yeah, there's one doing it, and Butler's just picking up the scraps from Jackson's problems. Right way through the season, they aren't delivering now, but not necessarily. Only here 5 minutes. Give him a break. And all the problems they're having, Connor Sport aren't doing too badly, given it's a brand new team. Yeah, fair. It's perfect in Montreal. Even with no world champions in their team, I still reckon one of the Connor Sport lads bins it into the wall. Fair. But at least they're shaking things up a bit. Compared online today, celebration of Canadian GP. I have no idea what that's about. Maybe I'm during a contest spend less time doing interviews and more time fixing the team. Savage. Increases leads. They actually do say that Verstappen's leading. For I-1-2 with a surprise third from Russell. Wouldn't be really surprised. There's a Connor Sport going to simulate the Industrial Revolution with their car today. Lol. So much to read. Just read your interview you did. Popped out of nowhere. Oh, it's Casper. Popped out of nowhere into my newsfeed. I know how you hate those things. You're a natural. You've even gave Antonio a mention. I'm sure he'd be delighted. How is the old man? Please send him my best. He's 90 now. Can't believe it. Time flies, eh? As per our last chat, I'll also be sending you some Mayer highlights later today. Keep an eye out for the little maneuver around turn on that 14. You can't teach that stuff. It's sublime. Looking forward to catching up properly soon. And Zoe says hi. Best of luck in Canada, my friend. Ah, no word of was it Lizzie? Lily. Yeah, I was trying to remember her name. I kind of forgotten her name there. But, yeah. So, this mayor, right, I believe, now from what I've read, a real surprise to me was to learn that this is obviously Callie Mayer he's talking about. And Callie Mayer is apparently Devon's sister, which is a surprise. I didn't go down that route, so that was actually quite a surprise to me. But it looks like she's being tutored by Casper. So maybe that will say to me that she's not much of a... what's the word? A cocky person as Devon is. That's probably put it nicely. This illustrious team. I wanted to wish everyone the best of luck this weekend, but I know you won't need it. Andrea tells me we're making real progress, finding solutions that will mitigate the problems with the car. So I'm spending very big things. I've already told the boys that if they don't bring home the points, there'll be trouble. So feel free to remind them any chance you get, especially Devon. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Looking forward to seeing you all in Hungary. I've heard it's a nice time of year, but be bold, future favours it. Ah, so he's telling, especially tell Devon to get on with it. Funny that. Because actually, I think he was the one that scored points in Miami. So with Callie Mayer, I'm assuming that she is the half-sister of Devon because they have different surnames. So that's what I'm kind of getting from that. So Linda Clifton. Just wanted to send a little reminder. We booked Antonio's flight out to Japan. Business class as you requested. I've put it in your diary, but wanted to check that you still want to meet him personally at the airport. Happy to send a car along with someone at the office if you can't. Let me know when you have a second. Aw, he's going to get to go to Canada. That's awesome. Hey boss, when it comes to Canada, the main advice I'd give to Aiden and Devon is to remember that they can probably carry more speed into some of the corners than they expect. But they can't be too greedy with the cutting. Some of the curves can be ruthless, so they need to make sure they show them respect and don't take too much. It won't take much to find the car scraping the side of the barrier. That's actually from Mark. So I guess it's like... it's basically stuff from last year. Okay. So I think that's everything. Yes, I am going to read all this. I'm interested. Most of this playthrough is probably going to be reading. With several laps remaining, Jackson pushes on as the hopes to secure much-needed points for Connorsville. So have they even scored yet? I guess they did, because I think Butler was on course for... he was on course for some points, wasn't he? I think. So, I think they might have scored already, but it didn't show up in the table there. Alright, just making a short cut there. There we go. There we go. I was like, what?
Into turn 2 we go now.
So Butler's just coming out of the pit.
Jackson is right there with him. This is dicey, Ant. Neither one of these two wants to give way.
There's going to be a crash.
This would have been a lot cleaner if Jackson had just let him go. He's just not giving him an inch.
Yeah, there's going to be a crash. You just know it.
Continue onwards, still wheel to wheel. Almost touching there as well, as we head down the straight towards the next chicane. Nothing to separate either car.
Here we go. Yeah, I knew it.
And now Jackson sends them both off the track and Butler over a curb. That looked nasty.
Huh.
And I do believe that one of their cars is damaged here, Crofty. I think it's Butler.
But also they've lost places too.
Unbelievable and totally unnecessary as well.
I agree.
One damaged car, places now to make up. What a complete mess that was.
See, Aiden is very prone to that. Very prone to that. There's no need to do
What was
that.
that? Where did you even think it was going to go?
He's coming out of the pits, Aiden.
Okay, calm yourself down. We'll look at it in the debrief later. But right now, I want you to go and get those places back. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Finish ahead of Stroll and Latifi. That's the bonus objective. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Aiden is very prone to that. He's very prone to just not realizing when to back off, you know. I'll give Devon the benefit of the doubt there. I think that was more Aiden's fault. I don't think Aiden really needed to fight that so hard. It was really kind of unnecessary for me, to be fair. there's Latifi already. P15. Yeah, that's probably what it would probably be. It's Stroll that might be a bit more difficult to catch up. Sounds like they've got the I'm not sure what PU that is. Sounds like the Renault power unit. I was thinking about a move there, but not really. Oops. Oh. You didn't see anything. You can still kind of spin out the corners, but it's not as bad. The braking is still a bit.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
The braking is still a bit off sometimes. It's very easy to lock the tyres, but I think it could be just my style. I don't actually think I have a style, to be fair. I don't have anything specific, like, to be, like, I don't know whether I push the cars too hard or anything like that. Someone might be able to figure it out in the comments. I need to really save some ERS. Where is Stroll? Like, he seems like really high up. Which is weird, considering I was saying all that earlier about the Aston Martin being a bit of a boat. I mean, I don't think it was terrible. I mean, in F1 22, in the season so far, as you've seen, the Aston Martin is an absolute boat. I don't think they've scored so far in the upload terms. Yeah, I think this is the Renault PU. Oh man, I went in there really hot. I'm surprised I didn't make contact with him. Where is Stroll? Where is he? He's lofty heights at the moment. There he is. Well, there's an Aston Martin anyway. I'm not sure if it's him. Might be. There we go. Yeah, we should be able to get him. We even got the fastest lap. Oh, Charlie's gone. Ah,
Caution, caution.
that's very realistic. More because of the carb in Charles last year.
Okay,
I know that.
clear.
I know that much. There was a couple of times where it was his fault. I'm cutting corners here and getting away with it, by the way. So Charles is out. That should give us a point, right? Or maybe not. Although we are catching Norris, so we got DRS. Shoot, did. So we are catching him. Use DRS to try and keep the gap close. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Yeah, the brakes are very prone to locking up still.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
shit. Sorry. I thought he was going to cut back across me, but thankfully no. Yeah, we should get this version just rather easily. Yeah, it sounds like the Renault power unit to me.
Okay, you're in the top 10. Gap to your teammate behind is 16.0 seconds.
While they're in the mud. Huge, as them would say. DRS on Gasly. GG corner cut. Got away with it. Huge.
And the gap behind us is 2.1 seconds.
God, I could not get on the power there. Try it. I completely got away with that. I almost want to flashback it, but I didn't stroll so high up anyway. Oh my god, the braking is... Oh. Oh my god. You didn't see anything. Oh my god, look at this. It's getting away, dude. Yeah, we're not gonna get him, are we? DRS. Should we restart it? Can we restart it? Yeah, we'll restart it.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 17 points.
Dude! Again, I can't get on the power, it just won't do it. The My Team car is... It's the My Team car. It's probably not even the handling of the game at this point. Maybe it was the My Team car that's the issue, and not so much the game's handling model in 22. That's what I'm starting to think. Dude, why is he so far, like, closer to Gasly already? It was like you get near him. No, I'm flashbacking that because that's just because I'm trying not to have the car fucking fishtail on me for whatever reason. No, it's a lot, dude. This is elements of 22 handling. It's a fucking car then. Yeah, because obviously the My Team car is the FOM car. It's so we've learned that during this playthrough. We learned that the My Team car handles exactly the fucking same as last year, meaning it's an actual issue with the car rather than the game's handling model. I mean, maybe they've still got elements of 22 because of the game, like the part of the story we're in. There's so much time to stroll there, dude. Dude, I can't. This is so bad, dude. This is horrible. I cannot. This doesn't feel like. It feels like the 22 game all over again. It really does. Because you're using the My Team car, and the My Team car is obviously a fucking dreadful car to race on. Dive bomb. Yes, there we go. Finally. Oh no, of course not. No, you know what? I'm flashbacking that. I'm sorry, that's just... I cannot get on the power out of the corners at all. Like, you just gotta feather it. It's like, jeez. Dude, I can't... What? I'm even trying to fucking feather it out of the corner and it's still doing it. This car is awful. There we go. Finally. I'm sorry guys, I don't mean to be flashbacking so hard. But... So the My Team car still handles like ass. Well, at least in this part of the story anyway. Maybe it is just 22, I don't know.
Race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Well, we did it. We did get the extra performance thing for fastest lap, which was interesting.
There's been a day of drama here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve today. But Ant,
oh my god.
For you?
Well, it
that
must
was
be
awful.
the Connor Sport moment between the two drivers there, banging wheels, not giving each other room on track. It was entertaining, of course, but definitely for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, we enjoyed it, certainly. And Aiden Jackson, well, he'd have enjoyed the result. He did well to recover.
He did do well to recover, but, you know, you'd never want to see two cars, if you're the team boss, seeing two cars hit each other. It's rule number one. Don't hit your teammate. Given
all the problems they've had this season, though, getting one car over the finish line, that's probably a big result for them today.
Yeah, to be fair. If the car is, like, got a problem, we're just going to skip the podium. Who cares? Jackson Butler's rivalry from the past 2 seasons seems to be alive and well, even when they're teammates. What? I understand with Butler, but why would they have someone he clearly can't work with? Makes no sense. Although that incident was more Jackson's fault, to be fair. I mean, it's got to be said. If it's not the car, it's the drivers, right?